6:08 is the time right now. Here we are more than a week after the deadly riot at the Capitol, and Washington, D.C. this morning is ramping up security measures to make sure the inauguration happens safely. Newsies sent a team of reporters to the Capitol to see what steps the city is taking.
I'm Kellen Howell in downtown D.C., just a few blocks from the White House, where street closures and other security measures are already being ramped up a week out from Inauguration Day. As you can see behind me, officials have already started blocking off streets with these large kind of cinder block barriers. Now, this is pretty typical of an inauguration, but they put these roadblocks in place a week before Inauguration Day. That's a lot earlier than we've seen in recent years.
Hey, I'm Nathaniel Reed outside the Capitol. Typically, this area is open to tourists right here on the mall in front of the Capitol, but right now there is a 7-foot non-scalable barricade that's been installed since earlier this week. There's plenty of armed National Guardsmen here trying to protect the building. You can see them anywhere in the Capitol. There are still ways to get in. There are specific entrances and exits, but at this point, access here is pretty restricted, all because of the protests just over a week ago here at the Capitol.
I'm Stephanie Liebergen outside the U.S. Naval Observatory in Washington, D.C. Now, you can see behind me the guard post and the wrought iron fence. Now, that is always here as protection for the vice president's residence. Now, the chain link fence that you can see behind me, much taller than I am, and the concrete barriers on the ground, that's an added level of protection that was put in just in the last couple days.
I'm Amber Strong in Alexandria, Virginia. For those who don't know, Alexandria is right outside of the city. But as you make your way closer into D.C., particularly as you get to around the Arlington area, is where you start to notice a police presence along the side of the interstate. As you get closer to the city, that only increases.
These are all expected to stay in place through the inauguration next week as they continue to ramp up security ahead of Joe Biden being sworn in as the 46th president.